Hey y'all, I am getting ready for Sunday supper, Sunday dinner. My kiddos are coming over. This is the day before, but I've got to go. I'm going to be with my daddy and my sister today. We're cleaning on his house. And so I want to get my chickens ready. Y'all been wanting me to just do my simple rosemary lemon baked chickens. I've been making these ever since my little boys were this big. And so we've always loved it. And it's a very nice, nurturing, healthy meal that you really don't work that hard on, you know, just putting some chickens in the oven. We used to do one chicken, now we do two. My family has grown. I wash these really good in cold water, and now I just patted them dry on top because I like my skin to get crispy on there, you know, for them to look pretty and golden. This is olive oil. I want to get this done so tomorrow all I've got to do is put them in the oven and I'll start on all my sides. And so I'm going to put this to the side. I also get me some salt in a little dish because I'm not going to put this salt back in my salt just because it's a round raw chicken in case I might happen to touch it. You know what I mean? Okay, I've got poultry seasoning. This has rosemary and thyme, marjoram. It's really good. A lot of times you'll put it in dressing. I just a little shake over the top, just a subtle flavor of it, okay? All right, and just in case, I'm going to put a little salt down in the cavities. Be sure and wash in the cavities of your chicken really well. My grandmother, one of my mamas, she used to put a little dish detergent on her chicken and wash it. He really got a bath, and we would pick about it. Don't do that, though. And inside your chicken should be gizzard and a heart and a neck and some liver. Now, we don't eat this, but boy, does it flavor that broth that's going to cook out of these chickens. And that's what I use to make our rice. So it really flavors it well, so leave it in there, okay, guys? All right, to that, I'm going to put some parsley flakes. It just looks pretty. And some pepper. Just like this, nice. Lots and lots and lots of pepper. All right, now, here, I have got rosemary. Y'all know I've been growing it outside, so, oh, it smells so good. So I'm just going to peel some leaves off here and chop it to put on top. If you don't have that and all you have is that poultry seasoning, that's perfectly fine too, because many times I don't have this and it tastes just as good. It's just, this is so good and so fresh. Good for us, right? Rosemary, you just peel the leaves kind of backwards. They'll strip right off the stick. And I like to give them a choppity chop so they're not quite so big. I hope everybody's got some nice relaxing plans for the weekend. Y'all know me, I'm gonna work up until the minute, so yeah, we're helping my daddy. We're trying to get finished with his home to get it up for sale. And we've just got some like tidbit finishing stuff, you know how that is. So we've got to get on that today. All right, yeah, just like this. I hope y'all can still see this. And I'll just kind of sprinkle that around and it permeates the chickens really well. Last thing, I don't know why I scooted my cutting board away. Wash your lemon really good, okay? I was washing and washing before I got on here with y'all. And now we're going to put lemons. I'll take a big old lemon and I'll just squeeze it on top. And then I'll raise him up and squeeze it in his cavity. And then I tuck that down in the cavity of the chicken. And you talk about nice flavor too. You don't taste lemon in these baked chickens. It just makes them taste really chickeny. If that makes any sense. It does not taste like lemon chicken. Okay, guys. Last, I will put these lids on. These will sit in my refrigerator tomorrow, and all I have to do is just slide them in the oven, and I can get started. I'm going to do rice, and I hope to do that with y'all to show y'all what I do because I use the broth that bakes off of these. And I'm going to do peas and corn and rolls. And, of course, that peanut butter cake we made on another video. All right, y'all, it's time to put these chickens in the oven with the lid. Ooh. on 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and they're going to go about an hour to an hour and a half. As long as they're covered, they stay good. And I put them in first because I need all their broth to cook out, and that's what I use to make that flavorful rice. Okay, the day of my dinner with the kiddos. I'll get this cake out. It's nice and cool, as you see. I'm going to let it come to room temp. So when everybody gets here, we can cut into it. I have got my chickens in the oven. I've got my corn cooking on low, my peas cooking on low. My rice pan is ready to go when that broth cooks off those chickens. And we'll start our rice. And I am store buying some rolls. Sister Schubert's, y'all know these. I get a 2-pack because y'all know my family's growing and growing. And Ina Garden taught me years ago, watching her show, that when you're having a large party, dinner party, gathering, that it's okay not to homemade every little aspect of it. And she just rocked my world with that. She changed everything for me. And I'm so thankful because I thought I had to homemade everything, right? And these are so good. My family loves them. One time I am going to make some homemade rolls with y'all though. They're mayonnaise rolls. They're so good, and my first mother-in-law made them almost with every entire meal she made. It just became like nothing to her, and I learned from her, and I want to make those with y'all because they're so easy. You know my last-minute biscuits, they're as easy as that. They're a little bit easier than that, actually. Y'all see I'm just putting some butter on top of them, so when I bake these in the oven, they'll get really good, right? I've got the cake out thawing that we made peanut butter cake on another video. It's thawing in the dining room. And all I've got to make is tea now. And I will be ready. Now I've made sweet tea for our Sunday dinner, but lots of us love sparkling fruited mineral water. Y'all know I do. So what I'm doing is making me some fruit rings right now. I do an orange. Make sure you wash the outside of these really well. And it just barely flavors your water. And it's very good. Okay, now I just cut me some rings. Some pretty rings. It's very showy too. It looks real pretty on your container. Just like this. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. Just like that. And then I'm going to do some lemon rings. Same way. And now I'm going to do some lime rings. I always put the largest fruit on the bottom. You can do this with strawberries and blueberries and raspberries. And then it wouldn't matter, but if it's these rings, I like to put the smallest on top and the largest on the bottom. Just like that. Any extra I have, I'll squeeze in here like this. Like that. Get some nice juices flowing. Yes. And I have sparkling mineral water. I did cool this in the refrigerator. Y'all see it's frosty? Anyway, I love sparkling water. I started drinking it when I was in Europe years ago, and I just fell in love. And it's good for us. It actually still has the minerals in it instead of being purified out, right? And there we have it. And I will keep this in the refrigerator just before my family gets here. I did make some sweet tea, and y'all Sweet Tea had sent me a bag to try, and it's very good, so I want to give them a little shout out. Okay, y'all, my chickens have been in the oven 1 hour with the lid on. Aren't they beautiful? I'll show y'all. So beautiful. They have cooked a ton of broth out in the bottom. So I have my container, a heat-proof glass container with a strainer, and I'm just going to drain some of this broth off because we can use it to flavor our rice. And you know it's full of flavor how we flavored these chickens, right? Y'all hang on. I have to be very patient. Okay, now I'm going to leave the lid off of my chickens. I'm going to put them back in the oven and let them get toasted. All right, y'all, to that chicken broth, it was about 3 cups. I added 2 cups of water. It gives me 5 cups of this broth. Doesn't it look flavorful? It is, I promise. Okay, to this, I like to feed my family a little parsley, something good, and it also looks pretty in your rice. Just a shake. Nothing fancy. I do want to do a pinch of salt because I'm putting rice, but you know, we had already salted our chicken, so it's pretty good. I'm going to do some pepper. I also add butter. Just 1 to 2 tablespoons of butter. No biggie. I'm going to turn this on. Turn on my fire. And now, and the reason why when my kids were growing up, I would just use regular rice. But literally, sometimes when you cook it in huge amounts, it gets sticky on the bottom. Y'all know. And this is sort of a foolproof when I'm feeding a big crowd like my family. I've literally made my family wait while I started over with the rice. And of course, they were like, we'll eat it, it's fine. But you know me, I was like, no. So this is more foolproof if I'm needing to make a big quantity of it. So I like to use this. And I'm going to put 5 cups as well of this rice. All it is the rice, and they've kind of parboiled it for us. So it turns out good. And y'all see my measurements. Now I did exactly 5 cups of the liquid, but I measure kind of generously here and there, not necessarily every cup of my 5. So my rice will be, was that 3? Y'all, I'm gonna count. 4, I don't want to make my family wait. And 5. All right, y'all. Now I'm gonna bring this to a boil. And then I cover it with the lid. And turn that fire either on really, really low or off and let it just absorb. I'll probably do really, really low. But do you see all the parsley flakes in there? Just makes it really pretty. And it smells already so very good. So we'll bring it to a boil. I have a big pan of corn. All my kids and grandkids love corn. I just put butter and a little salt and pepper. That was frozen bags of corn. And then I have what we call English peas, but the little green sweet peas. Sometimes I do purple whole peas out of the garden. This time we had those. And I love cranberry sauce with mine. I don't know why. My parents, we had that growing up at my mom and daddy's house, and I really like a little cranberry with mine, so I opened up just a can of jelly cranberry sauce. I'm about to get the rolls in the oven next when those chickens get brown, and we'll be ready for the family. All right, rice, let's get to boiling. Come on. There it goes. Okay, now I'm going to turn it down on really, really low and just let it absorb all that goodness. Okay, y'all, I want to check the internal temp of my little chickens. You see how nice toasty brown they got with the lid off? Yum. I check them all over too. Needs to be 165. We're on 162, 163, 164, and 165. That's perfect. Thank you. Let's check you, buddy. Ah! Perfection. Now I'm going to take them out. I'm going to leave the lid on and let them set just a little while. I'm going to get out my meat platter and cut them into pieces for serving. Yes. Let's see here. use a couple of spatulas to get out my chickens. Come on, buddy. Time to make your debut. It's not too hot. Not too hot to touch. It's kind of drizzly rain today. It's perfect for cozying up and visiting with your family or your friends, whomever. I like to just leave my thighs and my leg together. Yeah. There we go. Like that. There's a little piece of meat that goes with them. I'll tuck it back with me. They're so tender, they're coming apart. Just how we like them. There we go. When my boys were little, I baked one chicken, but now, like I told y'all, my family's growing and growing. So now, I bake 2. I've got to bake 3 or 4. I don't care. No, I don't. All right. My little wings, they're really just for looks. Okay, I'm going to cut on down and cut my breast just off the bone. And then these breasts, you know chicken breasts these days, they're so big, right? I agree. So what I do now is I cut him in half like that. And this is literally 2 pieces of chicken in it. Yes, it is. I do agree. Do the other breast and the other chicken, and my family will be getting here. One other little thing, until my family gets here, I just take my roasting pan and put it over my chickens and keeps it nice and warm. Did it get rained on? What is that, Ashley? What is that?
My batar.
I love your batar. It's beautiful. Play that music. That's gorgeous. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Ashley, did you help make this card, baby? Did you help make me a card?
Yeah.
How sweet. To the best mom, to the best mother-in-law, to the best me. Oh my goodness. I love you, Mom. I love you, Mom. I've been so lucky to have you as my mother. Here we go.
You should have read
Keep
it.
me safe, teach me and raise me, but most of all, and thankful for you how you treat my family, Katie and Ashley. Love you so, so much, and I do too. So what that says.
Yeah.
We love you so much. You're the best mother-in-law ever and the sweetest. Kiss, kiss. Come here. Kiss, kiss, kiss to you. So sweet. Thank you, big girl. Your dress is so pretty. Oh, she's found me. Hey, Blake, come over here. She told her daddy one night that this was her best friend in the whole world, and she told me you were her favorite best friend in the whole world.
Yeah.
The favorite. You have lots of best friends, don't you, big girl?
Oh.
Your hair got rained on.
My hair
Your
got
hair got rained on, Peppo. Thank you for my card, Ashley, baby. Thank you so much.
Dear Father, I just thank you for this meal. I thank you for this time, Lord, with my family, blessing it to y'all. Lord, be with people in our prayers, our nation. In Jesus Christ's name I pray. Amen.
Amen. What is that?
Amen.
Amen. Very good.
Yes.
It's raining, so we're playing hopscotch in the carport. Hopscotch!
This one starts blowing. I gotta hold my breath and then lay it down on my face. And then go get my face again. No, that's not right.
No, it's not right.
Yeah, take your turn, baby.
Wait on.
Y'all are just showing off.
All right, your turn.
Yay.
wanna do it?
I'm gonna watch.
Tell Papa to do it.
Can she do it?
I'm gonna watch. Peppa gonna watch. Me and the puppy dog gonna watch. Yay! Okay.